Hello, today I'm going to show you how to clean the top of this industrial sewing machine after it starts getting dust and lint and thread in it. I'll be using a stiff bristle brush here. You can use a soft bristle brush, which I have on the end of my seam ripper. You can use a toothbrush or any type of brush. I got a straight screwdriver. Got some lint-free rags here, towels here, and I'll have some oil to oil the parts as I take it off and clean them back up, and put a thin coat of oil on them just to clean them up. And I'll use some air. You can use a compressed air out of one of those cans, or if you have an air compressor, you can use that, and we'll show you how to do that. Okay, as you can see here, there is a lot of dust and dirt all in here from that awning that I just did. I'm going to clean this off. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up this screw right here on this presser foot. You have to take this one completely out to drop this. There also is another screw on this other side back here that's for this needle foot, and that you just have to loosen it and it'll drop. So I'll show you here without trying to get in the way of the camera. I'm unscrewing that. Screw it by hand then the rest of the way, and as I said, once you unscrew that the whole way, this will drop right out. You can crank your hand wheel. That'll slide out the back. Now this needle foot here on the back side, loosen that a little and that'll drop. That one you can use the hand wheel to raise it up or lower it better. This is a good time also to check your needle. If you need to replace it, you can replace it. A new needle does a lot more than you think when you're sewing. You just unscrew here a little bit and it'll drop. And there we go. You can take this plate off right here, slide it out a little. You can push the machine up a little and that'll slide right out. Got your needle plate down here, got these two screws here. Loosen up these or unscrew these. You're going to want to make sure you keep these screws from falling on the ground or anywhere. Take this needle plate off here and everything's exposed. As you can see here, I'll grab my stiff bristle brush and I hit all this area right here. The feed dogs here get lint in them, thread in them. The bottom of the needle plate right here gets lint and dust built up. That awning I just did in my last video off of a camper, it had a lot of dust in it, so just from being out in the weather and everything. So after a job like that or a boat or anything, you get a lot of dust. You can just clean off your presser foot and your needle foot, needle bar down here, everything. You can also use your soft bristle brush if you need to get in areas you can't with a stiff bristle brush, and you can wipe everything down with these rags in too. I'll throw a thin coat of oil on everything I put back together that I had just taken off. I'm going to put it back together in the reverse form as I took it off, basically. Put the needle plate on, put the needle in, the needle foot in, and you're going to want to make sure this is all aligned where this isn't hitting against here at all, and it's going down in smoothly in there. The needle's centered in the middle of this one. So just make sure that's all put together. I'll show you how to. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done, but it's pretty easy. I also in some spots down here where the cradle is for the bobbin, you can use some air spray in there, and then after everything's cleaned up here, I'll go down and wipe the pan down here that collects oil that drops. I'll clean down the rest of the machine, the top part, oil it up in all the oil points, and re-thread it. Run some test runs through there just to make sure everything's running smoothly and nothing's rubbing up against anything, and I remembered everything. So I'll put it back together and we'll be right back. Okay, and now we got it back together and cleaned up. It was kind of hard to do that while taping without bumping the camera and getting in the way. So I put it back together after I cleaned it up and oiled it, and gonna do a little test run, put some thread through it, make sure everything's smooth, nothing's hitting against anything, and everything's lined up. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this. Thanks for watching.